Thank you for tuning in to TTV. I'm your host, Toya, and today is Thursday, and we are talking about progression in your life and happiness. Like, did you know the two of those went together? I didn't either. I didn't put those two together either. But today we're going to find out how they go together and why. Before we do, though, please like, subscribe, and share, because if you get anything out of this content, chances are someone else will as well. So share with those you know, love, and care about. So you may remember in the previous video, I talked about two purposes. We have one, our soul purpose, and the other is our life purpose. Now, our soul purpose, look at her. Our soul purpose is the experience that we came here to experience, to find out, to make our way back to who we truly are, and to reunite and connect with our soul. So that's your soul purpose, okay? It's more on the spiritual side, or if you're a religious person, more on the religious side. That's what that is. Now, your life purpose, on the other hand, has to do with what did you come here to do, and fulfilling that purpose. That's your life purpose. And what they found is that, the people who did the research, what they found is that those two affect each other. So if you are stagnant and do not feel like you are progressing for your life purpose, or that your life has meaning or something for you to do, you tend to have anxiety, you tend to be depressed, you tend to not like or enjoy life, just walking around, like I used to say, like a rat on a wheel. Actually, I used to say a rat on a wheel inside a box with the lid on. That's how I felt. And when you discover what your purpose is, like your reason for being here, why you came here, what it is you came here to do, what happens is that you have a purpose for your life, and you're happy, you're content as long as you're working on it. But what happens when you meet that purpose? What happens when you fulfill that purpose? Well, it's the same thing again. You got to find a new one. So what I learned about is that a lot of people, like who was it? It was a scientist who I can't remember his name now. But anyway, he did Darwin. That's who it is. Thank you, ancestors. So Darwin had made all these advances in science, had made all these differences, and came up with these different things like the Darwin theory about evolution and all these pieces that he worked on until he was about 53 years old, I believe. And then once he became 53, he no longer did any research, didn't do any studies, any investigations or anything. And he was very unhappy with his life and felt like he wasn't succeeding in life anymore. And that was because he didn't feel like he had any purpose. There was nothing for his existence. Now, the man was rich, had all this money, but at the end of the day, it still came down to the fact that he felt like he wasn't doing anything with his life. And so he was depressed. He was unhappy in the ends of his life because he felt like he wasn't doing enough with it. And the same thing happens for us. If we don't feel like we have a purpose, if we don't feel like we're actually doing something with our life, if we don't feel like we're moving forward, then we too feel that same way. And so when you feel like you're not going anywhere, it correlates with your happiness. So when you are doing something, doing what you feel like you were meant here to do, or doing something you really enjoy, you feel like you're making a difference in the world, or a difference or impacting people's lives and things like that, then you have a tendency of being happy, engaged, content with life and everything that's going on with it. You have good relationships. Y'all see that bee almost fly in my face? But you have good relationships with people, everything, life is just good. But as soon as you end up finishing that project or finishing that area that you're working on in your life, and it goes back and you're trying to figure out, well, what now? What do I do now? Then you're depressed, your relationships suffer from it. And I don't mean just relationship that you have with a significant other, but it can be with your child or children or parents or anybody. And so it really affects how you feel. So this is why I'm saying and why I'm making this known. It's this lady. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm nosy too, but it's a lady out here. She got these 3 pit bulls. Don't know what she doing, which is why I got this big old giant stick. Because I don't know if these are friendly pit bulls, if they like other dogs or not, but I'll be dogged on if somebody hurt my baby. But anyway, back to the story. As long as you feel that you have some purpose, like there's some meaning to your life, and it doesn't have to be something extraordinary. You don't have to be the next Mother Teresa or Gandhi. It could just be, taking care of your children, being there for your family. Maybe it's people in your community that you work for. Maybe it's your church. Whatever purpose it is that you have, that you feel good about, and that you feel is progressing and that you have some kind of reason for existing, then it will make you happy or keep you happy and content, as long as that's where your passion lies, where your heart lies. So that's really all I got for y'all today. It's just progress. Find out what it is you want to do, progress, so you can have the most happiest, most abundant life that you can create. So, and then get outside. It feel good out here. Even though it's cloudy, it's still a beautiful day. There's a whole lot of people out here too, which is why I can't take my baby off her leash, because she ain't got no sense. But here, just to show y'all, look at that. Y'all see that? So beautiful out here. I love this park. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and finish her walk. I'm also doing tomorrow's video while I'm out here. So check that one out, because that one has to do with risk. And that is based off of a meme, not a meme, a post I saw somebody do on Instagram that really stuck with me and has really gotten things changing in my mind. So, like I said, I'm gonna do tomorrow's video while I'm out here as well. So I love you, and I will talk to you tomorrow.